Hey guys! So today I'm doing the first video in a new little series that I'm starting on my channel, and it's called Recent Reads. I know this is primarily a beauty channel, so I'm not going to overload this channel with these videos, but they're just going to be short little videos that I put up every so often after I read a particularly good or maybe even bad book. I've had a few people ask me to film a video kind of on my favorite books or books that I'm reading, so I thought this would kind of be a fun little side thing I'm going to do on this channel. I love when people include like books in their favorites, or they make videos about books that they've been reading. It's actually how I found out about the Hunger Games before they actually even became popular. I actually read the Hunger Games way before they actually kind of exploded, because I had watched a video on someone that had actually just read them. So I love these kind of videos. I read a lot. I have an English degree, so for 4 straight years I read thousands of books. Probably not thousands, but it felt like thousands. And I analyzed every piece of literature from the classics to Harry Potter, so I just love reading. And now that I'm out of school and I can read for fun, it's awesome because I can read like trashy books. I can read, you know, just fun, easy reads. So yeah, I love the freedom in being able to read whatever I want, and I love reading, and I think it's good. I think, you know, with the internet and technology and all this stuff, it's still important to sit down with a good book. So that is my little spiel on how I feel about reading. But anyway, if I've still captivated your attention up to this point, thank you. So the first book I'm going to talk about in this series is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I mentioned this in my March favorites. I want to start with this book because, well, I just finished it, and because it is created by one half of the Vlogbrothers on YouTube. So this book actually came out a while ago. My Twitter feed was exploding with hashtag Fault in Our Stars. Just read The Fault in Our Stars, crying from reading The Fault in Our Stars, yada yada yada, for months. And I was like, what's The Fault in Our Stars? Like, I had no clue what it was. And then I realized that it was a book, and I still kind of held off on reading it. I actually wasn't subscribed to the Vlogbrothers, and I didn't really know much about them at that time, so I subscribed to them, started to really like their channel, and then this book was like on display at my bookstore, and I was like, you know what, I think I need to get this book. So I picked it up. I read it in about 5 days. I probably could read it quicker if I had been reading more, but I typically read on the way to work and on the way home, and sometimes at lunch. So maybe like an hour a day I read, an hour and a half a day. So yeah. Anyways, this book was, I don't even know what to say about it. It was like, it was phenomenal. It was so well written. It's targeted, I feel, towards a teen audience, like a young adult audience, in terms of like the writing, and I wouldn't say the simplicity of it, but I mean, it's a little simpler. Like, you can tell it's targeted more for a younger audience, but the writing is so phenomenal, and like the way he words things is just, you can tell when you read that he's an extremely intelligent person. Just the words he chooses, and not very often in a book will I actually find myself having like a physical reaction to it. Like, there were parts in the book where I would just smile, and I would just realize that like I'm sitting here holding this book open, smiling like a fool on the subway, and like I cried, I laughed out loud. Like, the way he takes a story which is about cancer and about teenagers having cancer, and which is like such a tragic and horrible subject, and something a lot of us can relate to. Like, a lot of us have known someone that's died of cancer or who has cancer, things like that. So it's a very, very heavy subject, and he can make light of it, and he can make you laugh about it, and he can make you think about it differently. I was just really impressed with the way he handled the subject. He's just very witty, very funny. The way the characters kind of described their cancer and the way that they felt, and it was just very honest and very truthful and very real. It was very believable. Like, I would have thought this was like a true story, the way it was written. Just phenomenal. And basically it's about a main character who is Hazel. She's a 17-year-old girl. She has cancer, and you kind of follow her throughout the book, and she meets a boy named Augustus who is in remission from cancer. They meet at like the support group, and you know, they kind of fall in love, and it's happy, it's sad, it's funny, it's tragic. I mean, there's a point where I was sobbing, and I don't even know the last time I actually sobbed in a book that I can think of. But like, I don't know, I find it so amazing when a book can make you cry, when words on a page can actually just like muster up that much emotion. So yeah, I feel like this video is kind of like going like this. Like, I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm talking about, or if this even makes sense. I feel like I'm rambling so much. But anyways, I really like this book. Like I said, it was a pretty easy read. Content is very heavy but also very funny, but definitely one of those books that you can get through very quickly. So I would definitely recommend it if you really just like any kind of book. This is, I think, a book for everyone. It's just so funny and so sad and so well written, and I just absolutely love it. So yeah, I definitely recommend this book. And for a hardcover, it actually wasn't that expensive. It was $19, which is not as expensive as a lot of hardcovers. I also want to, he has a book that it came out before this. I think it's called Searching for Alaska or Looking for Alaska, and I want to read that as well. If you read this book, leave me a comment below. If you know of any books like this, or if there's books that you like or that you're currently reading, please leave me a comment below. I'm going to be filming another one of these videos right after this one, and I'm going to be talking about a Nicholas Sparks book. So if you're interested in Nicholas Sparks, stay tuned for that video coming up sometime in the near future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will stay subscribed to me after watching this. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in my next video. Bye!